Yesterday we learned basic inequalities. We talked about greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, and less than or equal to. We also talked about the open and closed circle when we graph. Well, today we're going to incorporate that when we solve inequalities with addition or subtraction. Go to the next 2 pages. On the right side you should have this with the graphs. On the left side you should have a folded paper with word problems on the top and word problems on the inside. Let's start with this one with the graphs. So, if we have an equation, these are examples. So, when we solve inequalities, we solve them the same way you would solve equations, but we just keep the inequality sign. Okay? So, the same way we solve equations, we just keep the inequality sign. So, for example, an equation, x plus 8 equals 4. Well, how do we solve that as an equation? We draw our line, find our variable. I need to isolate the variable by moving everything else to the other side. So I have a plus 8 right now, and the opposite of addition is subtraction. So I'm going to subtract 8 on both sides. Cancels out. Bring down my x equals 4 minus 8 is a negative 4. So x equals negative 4. Now I'm going to do the same thing, but this is going to be an inequality. X plus 8 is less than 4. Remember that sign is the less than. Draw my line. Find my variable. I need to isolate my variable by moving my constant. It's a positive 8. I have to do the opposite by subtracting 8 on both sides. Cancels out. Bring down my variable. Instead of bringing down my equal sign like I did over here, I'm going to bring down my less than sign. 4 minus 8 is still a negative 4. So instead of x equaling negative 4, x is less than negative 4. But this means any number smaller than negative 4 could be a solution. But we're just going to say x is less than negative 4. Now we're going to go through, and we have 9 questions that we're going to go through together. Okay? And we are also going to graph them as we go. Remember, you can always pause, rewatch, rewind, whatever you need. Solve and graph. Number 1, x minus 3 is greater than or equal to 5. Draw my line, find my variable. I have a minus 3. How do I get rid of a minus 3? I add 3 to both sides. Cancels out. X, bring down my greater than or equal to, and 5 plus 3 gives me 8. So x is greater than or equal to 8. Now I need to graph it. I find my 8. Greater than or equal to. So that is a closed circle. And it's greater than, so it is going to the right. Excellent. Number 2. X plus 4 is less than 9. Draw my line, find my variable. X plus 4. Well, the opposite of plus 4 is minus 4. So I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. Bring down my variable. X is less than, what's 9 minus 4? 9 minus 4 is 5. X is less than 5. To graph it, I find my 5. It's an open circle because it's less than. And it goes to the left because it's less than. Very good. Number 3. X plus 3 is less than or equal to negative 3.5. Draw my line, find my variable. I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides. Bring down my variable. X is less than or equal to, well, what's negative 3.5 minus 3? Keep change opposite. Keep change opposite. Negative 3.5 plus negative 3 gets me negative 6.5 or negative 6.5. So I'm going to go negative 6, and yes, I need to go at 1/2. So it's right here, and it's less than or equal to, so it's a closed circle. And less than or equal to goes to the left. Number 4. X minus 6 is greater than negative 4. X minus 6 is greater than negative 4. Find my variable. I subtract 6, so I need to add 6 on both sides. Bring down my x, bring down my greater than, and what's negative 4 plus 6? Well, they're different signs, so I need to subtract. 6 minus 4 is 2. 6 is bigger and it's a positive, so my answer is positive 2. Find my 2 over here, and it's an open circle because it's greater than. It's not greater than or equal to, it's just greater than. My line goes to the right. If you are confused on which way the line goes, whatever it is, whenever the x is in the front, the direction that this is pointing is the same direction that our arrow points. Just a little trick. So my x is first, this is pointing to the left as an arrow, so it needs to go to the left. Just a little trick. Alright, so number 5. X minus negative 1 is less than 7. Now just with any equation, minus a negative, you need to change that to plus a positive before you do anything. So now we have x plus 1 is less than 7. Well, I subtract 1 from both sides. Bring down my x and my less than. 7 minus 1 is 6. So x is less than 6. It does not include 6, so it's an open circle and it's less than. Very good. 4 left. Number 6. 12 is less than or equal to x plus 2. Just because my variable's on the right doesn't mean anything changes. Okay, I keep it as it is. So I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides because I want to get x by itself. Bring down my x. Bring down my less than or equal to. 12 minus 2 is 10. Now, to help you with the arrows, yes, 10 is less than or equal to x. But if I say x is greater than or equal to 10, both would be fine, but this helps me with my arrows. So I'm going to do my 10, close circle, arrow to the right. Because if 10 is less than or equal to x, x has to be greater than that. Okay, number 7. X minus 1/4 is greater than 1/2. I'm going to add 1/4 to both sides. Bring down my x, bring down my greater than. 1/2 plus 1/4. Well, I need to change that. So I have 2/4. That's not 1/2. I got to change common denominators. So I have 2/4 plus 1/4, and that equals 3/4. So x is greater than 3/4. Let's see, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are already cut into fourths. So 1/4, 2/4, 3/4 goes here. And my line is greater than that. Very good. Next one. Negative 4 is less than x minus 9. Negative 4 is less than x minus 9. To get rid of subtraction, I add 9 to both sides. Bring down my x, bring down my less than. Negative 4 plus 9, they're different signs, so I need to subtract. 9 minus 4 is 5. My 9 is bigger. I have 5 is less than x. That could also be written as x is greater than 9. X is greater than 5. X is greater than 5. So I take my 5, it's an open circle, and it is greater than. Very good. Last one. Last one. X plus negative 2 is less than or equal to negative 8.5. Well, plus a negative is the same as minus a positive, so I need to add 2 to both sides. Bring down my variable, so x is less than or equal to negative 8.5 plus 2. I'm actually subtracting, so that's negative 6.5. So x is less than or equal to negative 6.5. Negative 6.5 less than or equal to. Excellent. If you need to go back and rewatch that, please do so. If not, move on to the next assignment.